I love this remix. It's Kimmy Law on the remix of London Electricity Harleston. We'll do a proper intro in a minute. But this is so sick. Well, welcome on and all to Spearhead Podcast number 89. And tonight we are live. So if you're watching it as it's streaming, this is it. It's the real deal. We are live right here, right now at Spearhead HQ. So join us in the chat room when Mr. Restream Chat will be kind of linking up all of the different areas that this is streaming to. We've gone a little bit out of whack on when we're streaming these live streams. The idea was to do like one live one a month, one Rinse FM show a month, and a guest mix a month, and keep bringing you stuff. The Rinse FM show was on Monday night. I hope some of you caught that on Monday night. But today we had Luke LSB and Basil MC in the studio to pre-record a mix for you, which is going to go out next Wednesday night. So we thought we might as well do a live stream today. So big up one and all if you're listening on SoundCloud. I say it every time. Don't moan about the talking. Right, today's going to be a little... I'm going to play... Actually, I can't talk over the intro, actually. I'm going to play a lot of bootlegs today. I know it's a bit of a thing at the minute in drum and bass, and there's a lot of guff ones around. But I have found some really, well, what I think are some really sick bootlegs that have been going about. Might get the stream taken down, who knows. We're going to play loads and loads of them today. Starting with this one, Disclosure Waterfall Teddy Killer's remix. Check this out.
I only see you alive in a crowded room, you're my decision. Boy, you've been blurring the lines. In the crowded room, I guess I kissed him. Oh, now baby, hold on. Pushed you back for so long. Then I'm all out of good excuses now, baby. I can't wait one more night. I give and I can't take it.
That is some bad boy bass.
This may be a mistake, but I want your tattoos on my shoulders. If you was bubbling in pain, I raise you to the sky and toast this hopeless. So now, baby, hold on. Pushed you back for so long, and I'm all out of good excuses now, baby. I can't wait one more night. I give and I can't take it.
This one is something brand new from me and Willem. The Vanguard project is called Gentle, and it's coming out this summer in the next couple of months right here on Spearhead Records. Brand new Vanguard project. It's called Gentle and it's out, I think it's out in August. Also, me, BCee, had a new release on Friday called the Waterfall EP out on Focus Records. I guess I better play something off of that later in the show. Big up Matthew Ball. This is Even Steve loving Waterfall. That and Dogs Behaving Badly is tune of the year for me. Dogs Behaving Badly has a tune, like a lot of tracks. That started off as a file name for a track. And was never meant to end up being called that, but it just kind of worked in the end. Dogs Behaving Badly, one of my favourite TV programmes to watch. If you haven't watched it, big up Graham, the dog whisperer. I want to shout out all the hay fever sufferers as well. I am like really breathless tonight doing this, and we're indoors. The pollen game is strong. Also, big shouts. I hope somebody watching at least is going to make it. Actually, somebody did mention this. Sub-Fugitive, big up BCee. Looking forward to seeing me in DC on the 29th. Next Wednesday, excuse me, I told you about the hay fever. Next Wednesday, I am back out to the United States for a few dates. I am in New York. I am in San Francisco. I am in Washington, DC. And I'm in Calgary, Canada. And then straight off from there to Hospitality on the Beach for a 5-hour set and a 5-hour set at Olive Grove and the boat party as well. So that's going to be good. Benny's complaining, I can tell that I'm looking at the wrong camera a couple of times. It's because this light here blinds me and then I can't see which one to look at. And I hope some of you caught the Rinse FM show, the Call FM show, via the Rinse FM app on Monday, 7 till 9. If you didn't, download the Rinse FM app. Go to Call FM. A bit more of a kind of mix with some talking. Also, if you want to grab the entire BCee back catalogue, I've relaunched my Patreon page. It's patreon.com/BCee. I'll put the thing in the chat in a minute. Like, is there different levels of support? Offering some mentoring, offering the back catalogue to people to subscribe. All new tunes are free. If you want to support me, the podcast, the label, that is the best place to do it. Patreon.com/BCee. A couple of people have already emailed me about it, and I haven't got back to some of you yet. I will, as soon as I get them in the next couple of days. Right, this is what I call a BCee dub plate special. This is Back to Your Roots by Johnny L. BCee's dub plate special VIP.
Let me see you shake when your boots come back to the old school, back to your roots. Let me see you shake when your boots come back to the old school, back to your roots. Let me see you shake when your boots come back to the old school, back to your roots. Let me see you shake when your boots come back to your boots. Come back to the old school, back to your roots. Let me see you shaking your boots. Come back to the old school, back to your roots. Let me see you shaking your boots. Come back to the old school, back to your roots. Let me see you shaking your boots. Come back to the old school, back to your roots.
Let me see you shaking your boots. Come back to the old school, back to your roots. Let me see you shaking your boots. Come back to the old school, back to your roots. Let me see you shaking your boots. Come back to the old school.
I think this one will be featuring heavily in my sets over the next couple of weeks. Not played it out yet, so I can't wait to see what reaction we get. And I might give this one away to the Patreon crew. But I also might speak to Johnny and to see if we can release it. We'll see. The vocal is Johnny L and Bradley from S Club 7, which I don't think is a secret. But there you go. I've already got two favourite albums this year. One is Break and Digital World. The other one is this London Electricity $1 Billion Gravy remixes, marking 20 years since this album came out. An album that really had a massive impact on me as a producer. And 20 years ago I had no idea that I would end up becoming reasonably good friends with Mr. Tony Coleman, London Electricity himself. And he has had a massive impact on me as a kind of label coach and mentor. So big up Tony Coleman, loads of love. And if you haven't checked the album out yet, make sure you listen to the whole thing. $1 Billion Gravy remixes, out now on Hospital. First track I played tonight was from that too. That was the Kimmy and Law remix. Even if you're having a bad day and a tough time, it's hard not to believe life is beautiful. when you got this one on. Another booty, this is from Ember. It's called Good Life.
A place I know you wanna go is a good life. It's a good life. It's a good life.
Positive vibes today, Inner City Good Life, Ember remix.
It's a good life.
London Electricity, Life is Beautiful. It's a good life. Oi oi Dave Distant, aka Ember in the chat.
Let me take you to a place I know you wanna go. It's a good life.
Big up to those as well tonight, noticing my Junglist Movement t-shirt. This was a limited edition Spearhead versus Junglist Movement t-shirt from creator LEKE, the creator of Junglist Movement. And LEKE has not been very well, and that is an understatement. The poor guy is going through a lot of stuff right now. Cancer, losing limbs. I mean, he's not in the best shape. So sending love to LEKE, and I'm going to mention that there is, or at least there was, a crowdfunder just to show some love, show some support for one of Jungle's kind of pillar stones in a way. I mean, iconic wise. So I'm going to find the link and I'm going to chuck it in the chat. I don't know, he'd appreciate anything you can give just to show LEKE some support. So big up LEKE if you listen to this. I hope you're okay, mate, basically. I was going to say well, but that is not the right word, sorry. Such a British thing. All right, mate? All good? Nah, bruv. Anyway, I'll find the link, put it in the chat. Until then, I'm going to play you this track from Polar and Bryson, Dread MC and T95. I think this has not had enough love, to be honest. Beast of a track, Emily Mackus on vocals. It's kind of slipped over the net. Big up Dread MC as well. This one's called Hush Hush and it's out now. All of these released ones will be in the playlist. Link, well, you know where it is. It's in the description of this. Yeah, big up Dan Browning, who has put the link for LEKE's Aerosol album in the chat. So you can buy the album on Bandcamp and all the proceeds will go to LEKE. So please do show some love. Grab it. I haven't bought it yet myself. I am going to do that right now.
Keep it on the low. Told you twice, I'm a private soul. I can sympathize, take advice for sure. But don't be getting comfortable. Hush, hush, keep it on the low. Told you twice, I'm a private soul. I can sympathize, take advice for sure. But don't be getting comfortable. Hush, hush. Hush, hush. Hush, hush, keep it on the low. I can sympathize.
Hush, hush, keep it on a low. And if we are go link, nobody can know. Come on, a bad man with a bad man flow. And me no talk to no so and so. Hush, hush, keep it on the low. And if we a go link, nobody can know. Man a bad man with a bad man flow. And me no talk to no so and so. Hush.
Keep it on the low. Told you twice, I'm a private soul. I can sympathize, take advice for sure. But don't be getting comfortable. Hush, hush, keep it on the low. Told you twice, I'm a private soul. I can sympathize, take advice for sure. But don't be getting comfortable. Oh, hush, hush. Stay on the low. Keep it on the and I tell you hush, hush.
Okay.
This ain't another love song. I can sympathize, take advice for sure. Hush, hush. Keep it on the low. Told you twice, I'm a private soul. I can sympathize, take advice for sure. But don't be getting comfortable. Hush, hush. Keep it on the low. Told you twice, I'm a private soul. I can sympathize, take advice for sure. But don't be getting comfortable.
Hush, hush, keep it on a low. And if we a go link, nobody can know. Come on, a bad man with a bad man flow. And me no talk to no so and so. Hush, hush, keep it on a low. And if we a go link, nobody can know. Man a bad man with a bad man flow. And me no talk to no so and so. Hush.
Right, pretty sure I played this one the other week. It's Everlasting Days by New Logic. Part of their remix package, the remix EP. Remixes I've always waited for out now on Hospital. This is T.I. on the remix. Big up Matty T.I. I thought I'd play this one because I was just on the phone to him before the podcast started. Matty likes to talk as much as me, so we nearly missed the start of the podcast. But big up Matty T.I., who has really put his own mark on this one. So enjoy this switched up badass version. Don't forget, we are live tonight if you're watching the stream. Of course, if you're watching or listening later, we're not. But that means you can ask what you want in the chat, whether I answer you or not. Send a shout out or whatever, really. We like to be as interactive as possible.
Hoping for a change of pace.
Dave Distant in the chat, aka Ember, says, how am I going to hold my bladder for a 5-hour set? I mean, there is literally no chance whatsoever that's happening. But I know what Mr. Ember here is angling for is like I need to take a 15-minute dump so that he can do 15 minutes whilst I'm of my set. That's what I think's going on here. Basically, there better be a toilet nearby, or I'm going to buy a hot water bottle or something like that and use. I mean, not with hot water in it. I think that's enough detail, to be honest.
Hoping for a change of pace.
You can tell it's young people that are making, or younger producers that are making these kind of 2-3 minute tunes, because I do need the 6-minute tunes so I can have a mid-set break.
In the everlasting days, nothing seems to be the same. Caught up in the mad race. Everything has to change. Nothing ever stays the same. Hoping for a change of pace.
Yeah, so like I said earlier then, we've got a pre-recorded set coming up for you next Wednesday. Earlier on today we had LSB and MC Basil in the studio who rolled out just over an hour mix. And we had a little word with them beforehand. We actually spoke to them afterwards, but you'll see it before. So that's going to be on next Wednesday night. I will be on a plane heading out to the US at that time, so I won't be in the chat next week. But you can talk to each other, and it's going to be a wicked set. Who knows, I might even be able to tune in on the plane. I mean, I'm not business class, let's be clear about that. But maybe if I hang out the window. Right, we've got 3 Vanguard project releases over. 4! Flipping out, we've got 4 Vanguard project releases over the summer, having not done anything for ages. Here's another one of those that's coming out on Spearhead. This one is called Chimney, and you've guessed it, it's another one where I named it something, and then the name just stuck. There was absolutely no relation to the tune whatsoever in the name Chimney. I'd love to lie. Part of me wants this. I'm going to make up a reason. Yeah, this track's called Chimney because when I first had my children, I wanted to pretend, like, do the Father Christmas bit, and I really got into character. And I'd been producing a track on my headphones on the sofa whilst I was waiting for them to go to bed. As soon as they went to bed, I wanted it to be so authentic that I actually climbed the chimney, ready to dress as Santa up there. And I got stuck in the chimney. I was actually stuck up there for 2 days until I could be freed by a builder. And my wife actually passed my laptop and headphones up the chimney and an extension cable. And while I couldn't get out, I was able to write most of this tune inside that chimney. I wish that were true. Anyway, this is Vanguard Project Chimney, out soon. like the sample says, nowhere to run to, because when you're stuck inside a chimney, there is nowhere you can run to. It was really difficult doing this guitar part up there. Told you it's going to be one for bootlegs tonight. I've waded through all the crap ones, in my opinion, obviously, to try and bring you some decent ones. This is Drake, Rihanna, Work, Monica and Acuratide on the bootleg tip. Now I've got to send a big shout to Monica from the UK but out in Christchurch. Monica has got an EP coming out on Spearhead later this year. Watch out for that. I might play something in a bit. You may have noticed Sally's been going through some changes recently. We all knew something was happening to her. Just didn't realise quite how dark she'd become. Big up Juice, D&B locked on. the US fam them. Right, now we kicked off today with the Chimney remix of Harleston by London Electricity. If you missed the beginning of the show, don't worry, you can rewind later on. Chimney Law, such an eclectic but brilliant producer. Drumsmith, if that's a thing, I'd call him that. Absolute genius of a guy. Now he has got his own label called Plus Plus Music. He has linked up with the legend Latti's Degs for a track together called Rafiki. This is different, but it's flipping good. Check this one out. Coming soon, Plus Plus Music, Chimney Law and Degs, Rafiki.
Never the ego. Never the ego. You accepted all my weaknesses when so many pretend. Asante, Rafiki, and go on, now I see you again. Hope the wash out was blessings on you for everything you spread. Educate the heart, never the ego. Accepted all my weaknesses when so many pretend. Asante, Rafiki, and go on, now I see you again. Hope the wash out was blessings on you for everything you spread. Educate the heart, never the ego. Yeah, aimless and I'm falling. I run out of juice, I'm stalling. Living a line, no importance. Weren't lacking in effort, just found everything boring. Angry that I never switched it up, I never found the pain so rewarding. I run out of them options, don't wanna lose the game with no hope. When a man is defeated, feels like everyone is on smoke. I'm not here trying to preach, was leaning up on them ropes. Yeah, you helped me find another scope. You accepted all my weaknesses when so many pretend. Asante, Rafiki, and go on, now I see you again. Hope the wash out was blessings on you for everything you spread. Educate the heart, never the ego. Accepted all my weaknesses when so many pretend. Asante, Rafiki, and go on, now I see you again. Hope the wash out was blessings on you for everything you spread. Educate the heart, never the ego. Yeah. Never the ego. Never the ego. Wewe ni rafiki wa kweli kabisa. Never take for granted the wisdom from teacher. Taking in that knowledge for every procedure. See the cretins in the way, take them all to the cleaners. Yeah, stop acting out when you're hurting. Don't wanna make the plunge when uncertain. Doubling down, it never starts working. No, cause it's not a fall from grace. It's having something left when forced to brace. You accepted all my weaknesses when so many pretend. Asante, Rafiki, and go on, now I see you again. Hope the wash out was blessings on you for everything you spread. Educate the heart, never the ego. Accepted all my weaknesses when so many pretend. Asante, Rafiki, and go on, now I see you again. Hope the wash out was blessings on you for everything you spread. Educate the heart, never the ego. Never the ego. Never the ego.
This one's called Critical. It's by Untrue. And that's all the information I've got because I couldn't find out where I downloaded it from. Now there's a good chance it's on Twisted Individuals label, but I couldn't guarantee it. So look out for it. Critical by Untrue. It's a banger. Also, I want to send a massive shout out. I've just realised I've forgotten the guy. I've forgotten the. I was going to big up an Instagram account and I've forgotten what it is, but I just wanted to point out that a guy came up to me in San Diego, delivered me this Spearhead Records sign. Look at that. Now we've accidentally hidden it behind the chat on the screen, but that is flipping sick. It was then too big to put in my luggage, so he shipped it to me for the podcast and it arrived the other day. It's sick, and I'm going to big him up in a minute in the chat. I want to get the Instagram page right. Big up Cinemarititude. No, it doesn't even help that I've got his Instagram. I'm really sorry about that.
The man, the great producer.
And I'm really sorry that I can't remember your real name and you haven't put it in Instagram. And now I look like a tit. But big up anyway. And I'll buy you a drink next time I'm out. Now I'm kind of giving all these away in one show, I realise. But what the heck? I'm going to play you another BCee dub plate special. This is another bootleg. It's by me and Ember. And this is one of my favourite tracks from years back. It's called Jill. It's by Jill Scott. It's called Golden. And it's me and Ember on the remix refix tip. Just a vibey summery one.
Living my life like it's golden.
made most of that one at the old Spearhead studio. I just kind of dug it out, dusted it off, gave it a master, ready for the summer festivals. Now, in case you missed it, I had a brand new EP out on Focus last week. What I love about Focus is still releasing with them the kind of old, more liquidy tracks, like just they're about the vibe, not worrying too much about who's going to buy it, what playlist it's going to be on, just getting on a vibe. Back to the samples, and this is a bit of that. This is taken from the Waterhole EP. It's called Waterhole. It's out now. This is brand new from an artist called Monica. It's also released on Med School, a label that's defunct now, but was obviously one of hospital's labels. This is called Radio People. It's taken from his forthcoming EP called Radio People, here on Spearhead later this year. Secret Structure says, is Spearhead looking for demo submissions? If you go to spearheadrecords.co.uk, down the bottom of the page, you can find a link to demos and you can upload your demos there. We do listen to them all in the office, but there's only me works full time. My wife Andy comes in and does the shop orders, and Benny comes in like 1 day a week to do video stuff. So I'm about to go away on tour. So yes, we're looking for demos. But sometimes people get really aggy that they haven't been replied to in about 2 days. And trust me, alongside everything else, it's a hard job to keep up with the amount of music coming in. So it's a long-winded way of saying, yes, please send me a demo. But we just can't reply to them all unless we want to sign it. But I assure you that everything goes in there within 2 or 3 weeks does get listened to. And we have signed quite a lot of stuff from that demo inbox. But we only plan to do about 12 releases over the course of the year, separated into a few singles, and we get at least 100 tracks a week. However, do it. I'm just trashing the place with my excitement. I think it's the dark side coming out of Sally, to be honest. Right, we're going to play one more track. As Juice D&B said, 1 week and I'm back in the US. Cannot wait. And I can't tell you where yet, but I will also be back in October. Right, just got to decide what to leave you with. I was going to leave you with a track that I'm really feeling right now from the Break album. Okay, so next week at 7 p.m. on an automatically timed stream, you have the pleasure of an hour's mix recorded today, nice and fresh, with, let me tell you, a heck of a lot of exclusive music in it. Probably too much, from LSB and MC Basil. And then listen out for the next month's Call FM podcast. And I think we're going to record and pre-record one of these as well tomorrow, ready for you whilst we're still set up. Anyway, also one last thing is, please do check out patreon.com/BCee. You can get my whole back catalogue for next to nothing. You can get some mentoring and some production stuff if you want. You can just show some love. But please do check it out. I'm going to finish with this one. Thank you for tuning in. Gotta Believe, taken from Break's album, featuring Liam Bailey, one of the greatest vocalists in D&B. This track just gives me the shivers. Such a vibe. And if you haven't listened to Digital World yet by Break, you better believe that you need to. This is so good. Right, I'm not going to talk anymore. Till next time. Thanks for tuning in. Support LEKE, buy his album. Patreon.com/BCee. Love you. See you later.
Shine on, don't fight. We want new life. Gotta believe what you do. We go high, we don't lie. Gotta believe in something. We go high, we don't lie. I don't wanna let you down. We all bleed, we all bleed. Gotta believe in something. We go high, we go high. I don't wanna let you down. Can I get over? Gotta believe me. Gotta believe in something.